The Ego at the Helm. A World Adrift. Written by Hassan Minhaj. We live in a world on edge. Conflicts flare. Economies sputter. The very fabric of global cooperation seems strained to its breaking point. At the root of this instability lies a dangerous force: ego-driven leadership. Too often, those in power prioritize personal ambition and national pride over the collective good. This myopic focus on self-interest has dire consequences, fueling conflicts, exacerbating inequality, and undermining the very foundations of peace and prosperity. From the halls of government to the boardrooms of multinational corporations, the allure of ego proves intoxicating. Leaders blinded by their own self-importance make decisions that benefit the few at the expense of the many. They engage in zero-sum games on the global stage, viewing diplomacy and cooperation as signs of weakness rather than strength. This dangerous mindset, unfortunately, has become pervasive, seeping into the very fabric of our interconnected world. The consequences of this egotism are all around us. We see it in the rise of authoritarianism, the erosion of democratic norms, and the growing distrust between nations. We see it in the widening gap between rich and poor, the exploitation of vulnerable populations, and the indifference towards the plight of the marginalized. But perhaps most alarmingly, we see it in the growing threat of global conflict, fueled by unchecked aggression and a lack of empathy. This is not a sustainable path. The world cannot afford to be held hostage by the inflated egos of those in power. We need a new model of leadership, one grounded in empathy, collaboration, and a genuine commitment to the well-being of all people. The time for change is now, before the damage inflicted by ego-driven leadership becomes irreversible. Wars of ego domination over diplomacy. The economy of self-interest prosperity for whom? Fanning the flames of division, racism, and nationalism as tools. A fractured world, the crumbling facade of cooperation. Choosing empathy, a rejection of hate and division. The power of many grassroots movements and the call for change. Building a better tomorrow, a vision of unity and compassion.